KMBC 9 News investigation with impact. Our latest Chronicle, Restrained, is getting results with law enforcement and jail administrators across the U.S.
The video they're watching is the same video that you will see here. It's not easy to watch, but it's important to understand what has happened. Investigative reporter Matt Fleener is here to show the changes law enforcement leaders are making after our reporting.
Laura and Chris, for years we kept digging to uncover never-before-seen video of inmates dying or getting injured in restraint chairs or full-body restraints. That video is causing law enforcement leaders and corrections officers to change how they restrain people just 1 month after we published our Chronicle documentary and investigation.
Even though they're in jail, people don't deserve to be treated like that.
In McPherson County, Kansas, Corrections Officer Larry Hall is watching KMBC 9's Chronicle documentary, Restrained.
I don't know, it's frustrating to watch. I can only imagine being restrained in a chair and then being, pepper sprayed or tased.
Hall saw KMBC's investigation revealing 16 inmates stunned with electricity in jail restraint chairs across the country, 18 pepper sprayed, other inmates beaten, with some jail staff facing criminal charges.
He's saying he can't breathe.
Every jail facility should definitely see this video.
KMBC uncovered more than 100 people with injuries or deaths in jail restraint chairs or full-body restraint systems between 2014 and 2024.
You kind of pull that down.
Hall and the staff at McPherson County use a restraint chair as a last resort when inmates are out of control. But when they strap people down from now on,
it'll happen again.
Video from KMBC's Restrained investigation will forever be with them.
I think it just shocked me. I don't know how else to put it. You would think nothing shocks me after 30 years, but it did. It was angry. It made me angry.
Captain Arlo Blevins is responsible for more than 50 inmates and 17 staff inside McPherson County's detention center.
This is where I keep track of what day they took it.
He's now testing his staff after they watch KMBC's Chronicle to make sure they never restrain inmates the wrong way.
And what were the reactions?
This is ridiculous, man. People were angry, and that's the absolute truth. I mean, I don't think I had anybody that went, yeah, that's okay.
Blevins is also one of 55 jail administrators in Kansas and Missouri changing jail policies after KMBC's Restrained investigation. Here's what a couple of other sheriffs have told us.
The easiest thing that we can do is make a change in policy.
You have likely saved some lives by opening eyes of those that needed to be opened.
Sheriffs and corrections leaders are now banning taser or pepper spray use on fully restrained inmates.
Stop moving!
After seeing the video KMBC revealed.
You get videos that showed that it's happening. So we need to prevent that here. We don't want to send people out of here hurt or worse. I'm not going to sleep at night with that.
The rewriting of the policy is awesome.
Opening doors to new ways of thinking and making sure corrections officials know how, when, or if they use a restraint chair as they keep everyone in their community safe.
It definitely, opened my mind to a whole bunch of different possibilities when it comes to using the chair.
The National Institute for Jail Operations has also recommended banning taser or pepper spray use on fully restrained inmates after our reporting. That organization has also agreed to use portions of our documentary to train corrections officers across the country.